Fly Me to the Moon. So let's get stuck in. Going around the circle of fifths. We're starting with A minor, and I'm going to teach the chords first, and then we're going to add in the melody. So the chords, we're playing A minor. To keep the melody up the top of the chord, we're playing our right hand in second inversion. And our left hand, we're just playing the root notes. So A minor, second inversion. And then we're coming down to D minor in second inversion as well. So we've got the melody. Now that's straight away, we've got our fifth down. So from A minor to D minor. A down a fifth again from D to G, but we might want to put our thumb here. We're playing a G7. In the right hand, we've got this first inversion. Well, in fact, it's actually a second inversion of G major, but then we're playing the seventh, minor seventh here instead of the root note. So we've got D, F, and B. And then we're going down another fifth to C, playing C major 7. So again, this is our sort of second inversion hand position, but we're playing the major 7th on B. So G, B, and E in the right hand. So we've got those first 4 chords. A minor second inversion, D minor second inversion. Then we keeping going with the down a fifth to G, 7, and then down to C major 7. Okay, so all 7th, well, those last 2 are 7th chords. Then we are going to down a fifth again, keep going around the circle of fifths, down to F. This time we're playing F major 7 with our 2 finger playing the 7th in the chord here. So we've got essentially a second inversion once more in the F chord, but with playing that 7. So essentially a kind of like an A minor chord in the right hand. Again, we've still got that melody up the top, and then we're going down kind of a fifth, almost a fifth. We're not going down. A perfect fifth would be down to B flat, but we're actually just going to B. So down to diminished 7th as well. So we've got the D up the top here. So we've got B in the bass and F, A flat, B, and D. And that's still keeping the melody on the top. And then we're going down a fifth from here, perfect fifth, down to E, dominant 7th chord. So we've got essentially a second inversion of E major, but we're playing the 7 on the D. And then down to second inversion again of just a plain A minor chord. Okay, so let's go through that. We've got up the top. Now you can choose to do a 7 chord here if you want. You can do the G instead of the A minor to make it more jazzy, but we're not putting the melody in it. Down to D minor 7, up to G7, C major 7. Now we're going to F major 7. Then our non-perfect fifth, but kind of it's more of a tritone away. Oops. Down here, so the D at the top, to the B, full diminished. Then we've got a E major 7, and then A minor. Now, how do we remember all those chords? Well, the root note is going down a fifth all the time. So we start with A, down a fifth to D, and then we're going down a fifth to G, down a fifth to C. Then we're going down a fifth to F, and then down almost a fifth to B, then down a fifth to E, then down a fifth to A. Okay, so if you just remember down a fifth each time, apart from that B, which is we play instead of a B flat, then that gives you the hint to what chord you're playing each time. And it's usually a minor chord, right? Mostly minor chords. A minor 7, D minor 7. That's a dominant 7, so that's a major chord, and that's a major chord. So we've got minor, minor, major, major. Then we're going to major again, and then full diminished, major, and then ending on minor, okay? So you might want to note down these chords on a piece of paper so that you have them handy. Now, this is the second part of this verse. We're playing an F major, and then sort of just bringing what is actually a B diminished, but we're just bringing our A and C fingers up to B and D, and then we're playing an E, and then an A major, and then back to do the same thing we just did. F. When we go to the F the second time, instead of going to the E again, we're going to G, I love you, and then a really quick C. So let's do that second section again. We've got, in other words, darling, kiss me, E major, A major, then back to F major. In other words, I love you, quick C. Okay, one more time. Darling, kiss me. In other words, I love you, quick C. Okay, so that's the end of that whole verse. Then you can just keep going, right? You can keep repeating that verse again. So again, G, C, F, B, full diminished, E, A minor. Then we're just going down to all those major chords. F, change the 2/3 to B and D, E major, A major, F major again, G major, and then quick C major. So that's kind of like our major section. Now that we've got all that, let's integrate the melody. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is playing the melody at the top of the chords we're playing in the right hand. The left hand is staying the same. So we've got fly, fly me to the moon. Okay, so we're just bringing our fingers down the scale. Moon. And then G, A, C, our G major chord. Play amongst the stars. Same sort of pattern. Then we go to the A over at F major. Let me see what spring. Do our chord there is like on E major. Up here with the G sharp as our melody. So G sharp, F, E, D, and then our A minor chord. Let's try that again. Down the scale to the next chord, back up the scale, down the scale again to the C. Repeat from the F. Okay, then we've got the next section. And now again. And then our C major. Let's try that again. can do a little passing note in the bass note if you want to. I'm going G, G sharp, A, and then G major, C. Okay, now between this section and repeating it, we can do a little bass, walking bass. I would go C down the scale to D, then jump up to G, and then you're ready to start on A again. Okay, so in other words, I love you. Okay, you can just keep going. So it may take a while to integrate the melody in between those chords, but it helps if you sing along, because then it makes it easier to find the right notes on the piano. That's Fly Me to the Moon in a nutshell. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, a bit different to usual, so let me know what you thought of it, and thank you guys. I'll see you later.